Hi everyone. As you guys all know, I'm one of the Wills. First off, I just want to say congratulations to the graduates. Good job. I know it's super strenuous and you're glad that it's done. Anyways, so I know some of you guys are in your current boot camp, some of you guys are visiting, but I'm sure some of you have gotten calls from an applicant that got disconnected. They were speaking to someone and they got disconnected, right? So how many of you got a call, I know you did, from an applicant who got disconnected and they were speaking to Will? So that's me, along with 60 other people. I started before SoftRock. I was at a healthcare staffing firm. I was in the HR department and I ended up leaving there due to a conflict of interest. During my job search, I found SoftRock through Craigslist, which I think some of you guys have also heard about. I went on my interview with Meredith and I accepted and started my first week of boot camp. So it was a little different for me because after my first week, I was called up into Alex's office with 4 other people from my class. I was extremely nervous. I didn't know what to think. I never even met the guy, but it turned out to be fine. He just wanted to show us this software that Chris Yeager, our CTO, had been working on for the past 2 years. Now, I'm sure you guys have all seen SR3, right? Okay, so it was a lot different in January when I started. There was about 4 people, and they were not really taking calls to take them, but more to just test it out and find any kinks in the software or even the script. So our second week in boot camp, we were put onto those calls, and we were the first group taken out of boot camp to be put on SR3 formally. We started taking 1 call at a time, 1 monitor, just like the career specialists now are. And then our 3rd week after graduation, we were put onto 2. And it was like jumping into a pool of freezing cold water because I was sitting there, I was taking my 1 call, which I had done for a week now, and then just waiting to press that begin receiving calls button on the 2nd monitor. I don't think I would have done it if I didn't have 3 managers hovering over my back saying, press it, go, do it. But that was in January, and obviously now it's November, and I've been taking 2 calls at one time through SR3 since then. The biggest question everyone has for me is, how do you take 2 calls at once? I know you asked me earlier, but the easiest way to explain it is, so does anyone here play chess? Yeah? Okay, so are any of you good at playing chess? Okay, so anyone who's good at playing chess will tell you that you're always thinking 3 to 5 moves ahead, right? So that's kind of what it's like taking 2 calls at once. I'm always thinking of what my applicant's response is going to be and what my response to them is going to be. So obviously that's a little bit easier because all my responses are within my finger's reach, but it is the way that Will's voice is recorded, he's recorded it perfectly. It's the perfect script. So I could probably tell you the top 5 responses that the applicants have to any question that I ask them, because we always get the same response. Now, I know that you guys probably hear a lot about all the upward mobility with SoftRock and people who come in here and 3 months later they're managers, but that's not really the case for me. I'm coming up on my year anniversary and I've enjoyed interacting with the users and doing what I'm doing with SR3, and mostly being a part of a software that we have clients and companies coming all over to look at, and I have people asking me that question, how do you do 2 calls at once? So, in the future, whether I decide to go back to school or I decide to stay doing what I'm doing at SoftRock, or even if I want to move up or I leave, I've gained so much more from when I first started here. I never thought that I would be doing what I'm doing. I thought I was coming in to be a career specialist. So I wish you guys all the success that I've had with SoftRock, and again, congratulations to our graduates.